On to you, Leos. You have the moon, page of wands, and the world, right? Leo represents the sun, and the first card you get is the moon. But for you, Leos, a lot of you Leos are right now, you're doing the very same thing that I was talking about before. You're kind of ghosting the world all over again. Specifically, ghosting a particular partner. I got cat hair in my mouth. I'm kissing my cat, but showing my cat some love. But anyway, you're ghosting someone that you realize is a total psycho, right? Like, kind of obsessed with you now at the fact that you're not tripping out about them freezing you out. You're not worried about it. And a lot of you Leos realize that these people weren't very good matches with you in the first place, because they turn it, like I said, they turn into obsessive people. And the Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles represents now that you're trying to turn them down, now they won't accept no for an answer. However, you Leos, even though you're ghosting them, you're not necessarily ghosting the entire world, but even though you're ghosting them, you're still getting to know other people. You're still getting to know brand new people. You still want other people to know you. Just because you don't talk to this person does not mean that your dating world stops. It does not mean that, right? You still very much so will date brand new people, get to know. And to be honest with you, you know, I guess it's the player side of me being a Virgo. Is one of my other elements. I just like playing the field when it comes to dating people sometimes. I feel like, yeah, sometimes I can most definitely go one-on-one, but that's only when my experiences, usually I only date one-on-one when my experiences have been decent with the people that I'm with, right? Ultimately, the goal is to be one-on-one. But when my dating experiences have been horrible, I like to play the field. And that's something that a lot of you Leos can be looking into as well. You could essentially play into dating the field, because it eliminates dating one person at a time. And that can be time consuming, especially, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That can be time consuming, especially when, you know, you Leos don't necessarily know what exactly you're looking for. You kind of need to be able to play the field a little bit to kind of offset the lack of experience that a lot of you have. Because when you lack experience when it comes to dating, you don't know what to look out for, right? And I'm not saying that you Leos are totally lacking experience, but what I am saying is that that is an option. I'm not saying that y'all are stupid. I'm saying that because you're not. What I'm saying is that's an option for you. That is a potential option that you could look into, is to date multiple people, because you don't know, and because you want to interview basically, or get to know multiple people in a very short amount of time. And since since it's a little bit hard sometimes for people, you, whatever zodiac sign it is, to understand if the person's valuable or not, stay away. You hang out with them, but instead of committing yourself so soon, you're just dating them, you just play the field. Because a lot of you Leos are looking for substance anyway. The Fool and the Seven of Cups is about how that's the case, where you Leos also want to watch out for the type of attention. See, this is what I'm talking about. You Leos also want to know if somebody else is playing the field as well. Because you Leos will come across, no pun intended, but you Leos will come across somebody who is just the same, in the same boat with you, where they don't mind playing the field and getting to know somebody as well. This is why you Leos should really be upfront with the person, because then when you're transparent, people sometimes are more transparent themselves, because you actually owned up to it. Like most people, you know what I'm saying, like prior to 2021, most people were not very transparent about, like most people are not transparent about playing the field. And I'm not even talking about me having to do something with it. Because I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that's when I started to see the videos and started to hear people more talk about being transparent about getting to know multiple people. Because I'm telling you, this modern day dating and stuff like this, I'm telling you from personal experience. I was around where the height of the dating coaches was actually 2013. This ain't the height of the dating coaches. It looks that way, but the actual height of dating coaches was 2013, because 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014 was the time where dating coaches was on the internet and they could actually make their most money. The problem today is the dating coaches are in a spiritual battle with people that are putting other people on, such as myself and y'all, with real game on what to do. Now, why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this that 2013, what I'm saying is 2013, a person would never admit to playing the field. And if a person did, which I did, that was rare. Like, that didn't happen. That wasn't something that was happening. Now, why is this valuable, right? Why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because when you put yourself out there, someone is more inclined to put themselves out there like that, because you're being honest with them. Look, I'm playing the field. And more than likely, the person will say, yes, they're playing the field too. Some people won't, right? Some people will decide to keep it private, whether they are or they're not. Some people will let you know that they're not. Some people will be playing the field. Either way, though, regardless of whether the person is playing the field truly or not is irrelevant. The point that I'm trying to make here is don't allow that to squander the strategy that you have. When you're getting to know somebody, there needs to be a strategy implemented, right? And it's not necessarily about like war. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say a strategy, I mean like from a perspective of, how many moves ahead are you thinking? Like chess, how many moves ahead are you thinking, right? Say, give them a compliment, right? Ask them for their name, give them a compliment, exchange numbers, call them, right? Call them or have them call you, set something up, see if they arrive. Is that, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what is your strategy? What is your strategy? Because when you don't have a strategy, when you're just waiting to see what might happen, yeah, that's not going to work. But if a person is telling you that they have multiple people, you Leo's already supposed to know what that is. Don't stress out. Don't get so bent. Don't get upset. Don't get bent out of shape. Look at it for what it is. Take it in steps. Take it in milestones. Like, after you date, is the date a success? Did the two of you have fun? Right? Do you want to date them again? You do? Okay. If they don't call you, call them. Find out if they want to hang out with you again. If they say no, it is what it is. Right? You can feel upset if you want to, but it is what it is. If they want to, okay, cool. Date them again. See if they show up again. The Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands is about just that. Because the Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands is, you need a lot of patience if you're going to be getting to know people. You need a lot of patience. Why? Because it takes time. And the truth is, Leo, if I'm really just going for the jugular here, a lot of people are really scared right now. A lot of people are like, a lot of people are touchy, when it comes to relationships. A lot of people are, because a lot of people are afraid of getting hurt emotionally. So a lot of people put up a lot of different walls to guard themselves. So they'll make certain, they'll like create certain mental constructs to keep their psyche safe. You understand what I'm saying? Like for instance, what I mean by that is like, what's an example for right, Leo? Like, for an example of this is like, you know, just with the stupid stuff that they see, like, oh, your shoes, your sneakers aren't good enough, so I'm choosing to not date you. It's like, listen, the whole reason why it is that a person will talk about they don't rock with you because your sneakers ain't cool enough, or whatever the case may be. I mean, as long as you don't have like adolescent sneakers on, right? Some old immature Skechers sneakers or something like this, and you like 45 or something like this, because Skechers sneakers are normally associated with like adolescents and younger or stuff like this. You good, right? As long as your sneakers is somewhat, you know, decent or whatever the case may be. You got to understand that those are stupid reasons that people put up intentionally to not want to be in a relationship, because they scared of something might happen, right? So when it comes to dating now, the Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands represents the same thing. Like, this is why you should understand that you need to be patient, because a lot of people are skittish. You know what I mean? A lot of people are here today, gone tomorrow because of their skittishness. Everything seemed good, and then like they will go back to their place and then review the relationship. Because trust me, is the stuff that I be trying to tell y'all, the stuff that I be telling y'all is the truth. Like, trust me, like the stuff, as much as it is that you think that you go home and you review relationships, right? Or you review the date that you had, the person is doing the very same thing too. That's the reason why it is that if you Leos have ever had this, you will call the person up because you hung out with them and you think that the two of y'all having a good time, and the person will ghost you, or they will like ghost you, or like they will pick up the phone and basically the conversation basically boils down to, at its essence, they don't really want to have a second date with you again. And they'll come up with a stupid reason. It's because what happens is they overthought about it. They think that whatever happened within the relationship was you not really being interested. So they got to get out ahead in front of it. They got to get out ahead in front of it. They have to shut you down before you end up shutting them down. That's why I'm trying to say you got a lot of people who will overthink the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why you want to take things slow enough, right? And how do you take it slow, right? How is the process of taking it slow? You pay attention. See, people don't know what they be talking about. Let's clarify the moon though. People don't know what they're talking about. They just be, take it slow. Yeah, but what does that mean? Six of Wands, Fool, High Priestess, Knight of Swords. When you're out here and you're giving your attention to other people, right? Pay attention to how they give attention back to you. Are they giving you attention from a level of respect and they're willing to reciprocate? Or are they keeping everything for themselves because of their over selfishness, and their over selfishness is squandering whatever kind of good relationships that they could have had with you? And that goes for anybody. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Just have the eyes to hear and the ears, have the eyes to see, and the ears to hear what's going on, okay?